Okay, hi. I quickly turned on my video camera because I just spent the last 5 minutes rattling something off, which completely blew my mind. And so I wanted to actually record this and make sure that I was able to repeat it again because it actually was making sense to me, but again, I wasn't understanding it at the same time. So here I am trying to figure out what this whole Mandela Effect is all about, and I was trying to study and figure out the whole idea that could this be the possibility or the reasoning for the Mandela Effect, the possibility that there is an alternate or parallel universe that is affecting our reality or certain people's reality. Because I'm finding that some people are remembering things that the way that it's being documented, or people are remembering things the way that the Mandela Effect folks are talking about. And the research that has gone into that, people are thinking that their memory has changed. And so I'm trying to figure out why or how that is even possible. And so when, I'm sorry, I'm going to move around here because I think better when I walk. So what I've come to the conclusion is that there could be two possibilities. Now, we all know that we can change our reality by changing our consciousness, by changing the way that we think, the way that we open ourselves up. And I know that given the opportunity, we all can change the way that we are currently in our reality by making a change in our current reality, if that makes sense. May not. Hold on. Let me try and explain it. So, if, for instance, the idea that we can actually change our reality by changing our consciousness, and by creating a different current reality, which I believe happens when you awaken, when you find the truth, when you are connected with your consciousness on a higher frequency level than many others are, you're able to tap into your world, your reality, and therefore being able to change that reality. I've seen videos where doctors have a sonogram of a patient that may have cancer. There's actually one video of someone who actually has bladder cancer, and they took a picture of the cancer in the bladder and had a current sonogram video going. And as people were chanting and as the patient was focusing on their consciousness, the tumor, the bladder cancer, was actually disappearing right before the doctor's eyes. And you actually can see this on the video. And so that video got me to thinking, well, if you are changing your current reality, yes, the future is still happening. And so therefore, as you began the process of changing your reality, time has moved on. But in essence, you are actually making a lateral move in your current reality. And so when you make a current lateral move, you are actually changing your future perspectives, your future choices to make. And so therefore your life path now has a different outcome because you've changed your current reality. But at the same time, when you have made that lateral move on that current reality line, you have now moved from point A to point B, and therefore giving you a whole set of new options for your future. You have actually also created a different past and a different history, and therefore the reality that you once knew prior to this change has now altered or shifted. I believe that happens in people who have awakened, and therefore that some people are not actually able to realize that their past or their history has changed because their memory is embedded solidly, and the belief is still there. When someone who has awakened the idea that their truth is more revealing, the power of their consciousness is much higher and much greater. You retain the original knowledge that you had, and therefore your history or your past, the memories that you once had, are different, and they are not the same. There may be tweaks. There may be complete changes that are confusing and mind-blowing, and it is it's the idea that you are either being influenced, or that there's some sort of ugly evil thing that is happening, where it could be just your own awakeness, your own awakening to the idea of truth, and therefore changing your future, but also changing your past. The other idea that, or the other theory that I think could be the possibility for the idea of these Mandela effects, could be that CERN is involved. And the idea that we are, or we have been, forced to make a current lateral move in our reality, or that current reality movement, which was forced upon us by CERN, has only affected, again, those with a higher conscious. They say that tapping into parallel universes, it may be a different frequency. Scientists are showing that there is possibilities for a parallel universe. It just may be that there are different frequencies or different physics involved in being able to see it, or being able to partake in it. There could be a parallel universe right in front of your eyes right now, but you do not see it. You're not able to tap into it. People who have awakened may be able to, not at this point, but at some level, be able to tap into those frequencies and enter into those parallel universes. Now, if CERN has forced us, the Large Hadron Collider, if they have forced us to change our current reality, then they have forced our future perspectives, our future choices, as well as changing our past the same way. And so if the idea that CERN can manipulate our reality rather than us changing our own reality, then that is something that is ugly and more evil and negative in nature, because forcing the world to change when you are not ready to is not allowing for individual choices or individual awakening. Those are my ideas, and those are the things that I think could be the two possibilities as to the reason why the Mandela effect is happening, and why some people see that there is a difference and some people that don't see a difference. Thank you for listening.